Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams described Prince Harry's book, set to be published in late 2022, as a problem for the rift between the two brothers. The 37-year-old royal's upcoming memoir promises an accurate and wholly truthful account of his life. Mr. Fitzwilliams, who claimed that Prince Harry's destructive interview with Oprah in March 2021 has already made things very difficult, speculated that the book is likely to be a commercial endeavor. He said that he sees no rift being healed because of the upcoming revelations. Speaking on Today for Daily's podcast, he said, "Both brothers were inseparable. And there's no doubt that one of the tragedies is that they've taken very, very different roads. And I see no rift being healed, unfortunately, because what you're looking at now is a memoir that Harry is writing that's coming out in the autumn now. The problem is what is going to be in that book. It's very difficult after Oprah, which is just over a year ago, and I thought it was so destructive, and also open to different interpretations," he claimed, and they were full of inaccuracies, in a lot of it. As the Queen said, some recollections may vary. Mr. Fitzwilliams also warned that it would be very ill-judged for Prince Harry to criticize the Duchess of Cambridge in the book. When asked what kind of revelations are likely to appear in the book, the royal commentator said, "That is what is thought because it's very hard to see without exacerbating the feud, the rift with his father and his brother. And also if he were to criticize Catherine, I think that would be very ill-judged." He added, "To have a memoir, bringing it out this year. It's obviously commercially linked." However, Omid Scobie, biographer to the Sussexes, said that Harry will try to avoid negativity in the memoir. Speaking on the Royally Obsessed podcast, he said, "I've been told by sources that Harry is going out of his way to make sure there is nothing in there that could be construed as being negative towards the Queen or her reign in any way." According to publisher Penguin Random House, Harry's memoir will share, for the very first time, the definitive account of the experiences, adventures, losses and life lessons that have helped shape him. When the book was announced, Prince Harry said, "I'm writing this not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think." Rumors of a rift between Prince Harry and Prince William have been circling for years, but they have grown since Prince Harry said there was space between himself and his brother in his interview with Oprah last year. And on a trip to South Africa the previous October, Harry said he and William were on different paths at the moment. But he added, "I will always be there for him as I know he will always be there for me." Another news, Piers Morgan compared Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to Meghan Markle as he condemned her annoying, squeaky voice. The former Good Morning Britain host said President Joe Biden's fortunes could only get worse if he embraced the two women's ideas. A segment on Fox News talk show The Five debated remarks Ocasio-Cortez made in a New York Magazine interview in which she urged the president to change people's lives. Morgan said, "If you were thinking of how things could possibly get worse for Joe Biden, it would be to embrace Oc with that annoying, squeaky voice which makes me want to feel like I want to grate my head against a cheese grater." He added, "I think she's uniquely irritating. And of course, she represents this ultra-left, ultra-woke mentality, you know? It could only get worse if you piled Meghan Markle in with her and the pair of them came to Biden and said, 'You are gonna do it our way.'" It comes after Ocasio-Cortez told, "If the president does pursue and start to govern decisively using executive action and other tools at his disposal, I think we're in the game." The Democratic Congresswoman from New York added, "But if we decide to just kind of sit back for the rest of the year and not change people's lives, yeah, I do think we're in trouble. So I don't think that it's set in stone. I think that we can determine our destiny here."